G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and this video is my 100th video on this channel, and it's only been a little over a year and I've already reached 30,000 subscribers, which thanks to you is something that we've achieved together and is really exciting, so I can't be more grateful. I got to admit, it's been a pretty amazing week for me. Not only have I reached my 100th video after a little over a year of doing this YouTube channel and the 30,000 subscriber mark, which is crazy and awesome, thank you, but I've also been opening in the Warrigal Theatre Company's production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, in which I played Joseph. The show's a really family-friendly, fun sort of show, and we've been rehearsing for 5 months, and now that that's opening, we have one more weekend left, and it's been really fun sort of experience. And I will apologize, because if there's a reason I haven't been able to keep up with all the reviews and artworks that have been sent to me, that would be it, because I've been going crazy busy with rehearsals and tech runs, and then opening the show this week, so I apologize for that. So jumping straight into it, I took a whole bunch of questions from my Facebook and Twitter, and I'm going to be answering them as quickly and efficiently as possible, and I'm not going to be pronouncing the names because I always get them wrong. What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow? Well, that depends if it's an African or European swallow. Is 25 too late for someone to start a career from scratch in art and animation? Where do they start? Obviously it's a benefit starting early, but in the end there are other people who have made a later start and still made a career in art and animation, so I say follow your dreams and your passions. As difficult as it may be, it's about finding fulfillment. Is the Larry series going to continue? I know it's been about 3 years since I've done anything to do with Larry, and there are a lot of reasons for that, but in the end the answer is yes, and it will be sometime this year, and I'm not going to be specific, but yes. Are you a lore nerd for something like Warhammer, Warcraft? It doesn't matter if books, games or movies. No, I enjoy a lot of things, but in the end I don't retain information very well, so I don't really have the hunger for it. How do you maintain motivation when trying to produce content? More specifically, something as tedious as animation. I feel personally like you learn to take victories out of the small successes, like finishing a scene or an animated segment, but of course it's always cool when you finish the whole thing. Can you speak any languages other than English? No. How long does it take you to obtain the art style you use now? It's taken my whole lifetime to develop the style that I have now, but it'll be different from the art style I have 5 years in the future and different to the art style that I had 5 years in the past. So in the end, it's a constantly evolving thing, and I never choose to be complacent with where I am, but to evolve with where I'm going to be. Have you ever done anime animations? What are your thoughts on the lack of hand-drawn 2D animation today? Do you think it's a dying medium? I've never done any anime animations because the style doesn't personally appeal to me and I'm not very good at it. As for the thought on 2D animation becoming a dying medium, I think that's completely irrelevant and untrue and will never be true, but of course other mediums will arise and become more popular over time. We don't know where things will evolve, and things have always evolved to be different to what they are. What is your favorite animated production, film or series based on its animation? This is just me personally, but from my teenage youth years, I think the soft spot that I have is for Treasure Planet. I don't know why, I just love the style, I love the animation and the way they really subtly mix 2D and 3D animation together. What is your favorite TV series and favorite movie? Breaking Bad and Shawshank Redemption. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Oh, for the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company. Oh, for the harm that e'er I have done, alas it was to none but me. What do you personally really dislike? Cancer, rape, murder, Nicki Minaj. Where do you get the time to make so many tutorials? Never sleep? I power nap. Do you ever write long scripts with complex characters or backstories? Nah. How long does it take to make animations? Depends on the animation. Depends on who's making it. Are you planning any more series? Are you planning an album? I'm planning to do more on the Larry series. As for an album, I've wanted to for a long time and I have the songs ready to go into it, but I've just not had the time to do it. What advice or top tips do you have for any aspiring young animators? Do it because you love it and you want to improve, not because you want attention or money. Can you give any hints to starting artists, like which programs to use and just general tips? Try all the different programs, styles and mediums, find one you like and that you're good at and keep doing it. Do you think that you could have done something better with a project once it's already done? Every time, but that's what drives you to improve. How's your dad? Yeah, it's alright. How often do you use a photo for reference? Not very often. I tend to prefer to create things from scratch though. If you had unlimited time and budget, what would you create? I'd love to make a big Broadway musical, a how to draw book or DVD, direct a big budget movie, Jetpacks. Did you take classes on making music? What instruments can you play? I used to get piano lessons but didn't practice and still can't read music. I got drum lessons in high school. I also got singing lessons and I can play piano, drums, guitar, roughly, and I can sing. What made you decide on your future as an artist for games or whatever? Were you influenced by any particular things? I never really decided anything. I just kind of kept doing stuff I like and I'm still doing that. What got you into animation and how long did it take you to perfect your art? I got into animation because I like drawing and making stories come to life, and there's no such thing as perfecting your art. Will you make a book on how to help people with animation? It's actually been something of a lifelong dream of mine to create a how to draw book, so I expect sometime in the future you might see me make one. Do you collaborate with mostly local Australian or international partner teams? Things tend to be a little more international because everything's on the internet, really. Do you think digital art is better than classic art, like pencil and paper, etc.? Absolutely not, but it depends on what you're doing. Digital art does tend to be more versatile in the long run, but traditional art will never die. Do you play any games? If so, what kind? Dota 2. Do you think Flash holds up nowadays for animation, or should people just go to Toon Boom? Specifically, if people just want to animate, I think they should go to Toon Boom because it is catered to that, but I stick to Flash because it's versatile for media development and games as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my FAQ video. If you have any other questions, put them in the comment section. I'll see if I can get to them and answer them for you. Until next time, I wanted to thank you all very much for sticking with me for 100 whole videos, and here's to another 100 videos and many more. It's a bit gross, actually, so see you later.